Continue.
Okay, great. Welcome back after the very short break. Now we are going to hear some testimonies, and we'll first ask Vic to tell us a business testimony, what this business has done for him and Dawn and the family. Vic?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Vic, for those who don't know me, Vic Bender. Um, he says probably more of a general testimony, including financial. If I were to look at the business, basically, obviously, the first thing that has done for us is health-wise. Both Dawn and I are a lot healthier. We haven't had flu. The other day, I said to Dawn that we're probably going to stop taking these pills for a while, just so that I can see what flu is like. But we decided that wasn't a very clever move. So we decided to stay on the products because we haven't had flu in probably many, many years. Generally very healthy, as is our immediate family that are using our products as well. So the products are basically, Eddie spoke about them, so I'm not going to expand on that. But even our dog gets some of these capsules and pills. So even our dog is healthy. So basically everyone in this establishment is healthy. In terms of the financial side, at one stage, in the very early stages of our journey in this business, I was left with a partner that ran away from me and left me with one massive debt. In fact, it was just short of R1 million. And as a director, I was obliged to pay that. And it was this business over the years, seriously over the years, which did that. So financially, it got me out of this massive, massive debt probably. Through the COVID, our business suffered. I'm an electrician, and my electrical business, people just stopped using electricians for a long time. I wasn't allowed out. But fortunately, we had this online, the Neolife business, which kept us going and actually grew during that first couple of months. And so financially, it's been a blessing to us. It's kept us alive. We're not the biggest earners in the company, but certainly the money we get is always very, very welcome. And it just adds a little bit extra to that pot that you want to distribute at the end of the month. And if I take the leisure side of it, obviously Debbie and John and the bigger guys can talk about it, but we've had some fabulous trips. A couple of years ago, we had the pleasure on the 50th anniversary of the company to go to London, to Canary Island. And our entertainer that night was Bryan Adams. I mean, we could never afford to fly to London to go to a Bryan Adams concert without this business. It purely was basically done through the business. We also recently had a trip from Pretoria down to Cape on Rovos Rail. Now, if you don't know Rovos Rail is a step up from the Blue Train. And we were fortunate enough to go on a trip down to Cape Town, and this because we could afford it, basically, from the business. Something we would never have done on my little electrician salaries. Cruises. We've been on a few cruises through the Eagle team and through the company. The one actually coincided with our 50th anniversary. So we were treated like royalty on that ship. In fact, they bumped us up into a special cabin because it was our 50th anniversary. And the captain and the crew and everyone just treated us like royalty. So it made our 50th very, very special. So it's something that I wouldn't have got if I wasn't here. But that was really thanks to Charlie. I mean, that was a Charlie cruise. And we've always remembered that then. And then basically our ability to help others. We wouldn't have been in a position to help other people. There are times that we actually help people in ways we shouldn't, I suppose, by giving them products. But we wouldn't have been able to do that in the past. We are able to help people both health-wise and financially-wise. We can help them get into this business. We can offer them business, and if they take it, we can help them develop their businesses, and we can help them get financially free. We've also developed lots of friendships, massive friendships. If I just look at what's on this page now, many friends which we didn't know before, and they now are not just acquaintances, they're actually friends of ours. And that's all around the world. I mean, we can go to a number of countries and we have someone to visit there. Not that we can go to any countries right now, as Eddie says, no jab, no fly. So right now we can't go to those countries, but we do have friends over the country, over the world. And that really that's something that you don't get in any other business. It's just not there. It's reawoken dreams. I mean, at one stage, the only dreams you had were basically nightmares. They weren't dreams. They were things you didn't want, especially going through that time of paying back their debt. But our dreams have been reawakened, and we can actually plan. As a contractor, I've been a construction contractor all my life. You don't really build up a very nice pension. Pension plans sort of are not what contractors think about. You basically live for the day. And thanks to this business, we now have a pension plan. This is our pension plan. So yeah, all in all, it's been a well-rounded business for us. It's not specific in any area. But if you take the health, the financial, the leisure, the cruises, the ability to help people, overall, it's a well-rounded business. And that's what it's done for us. It's been great. Thanks, folks. Thanks, Cesar.
No, thank you very much for that session, Vic. And it leaves everybody convinced that this is the best place and it is at the right time. Google hasn't come on for the session, but Eddie, would you like to talk a little bit about magnesium?
Yeah. I thought you'd never ask. I take virtually all the products that we can take except feminine herbal. And I thought, I'd reached the limit. Magnesium came along, and my goodness, I don't know where it's been hiding. You don't realize that you're actually missing it until you start taking it. And to me, the biggest advantage has been that I can actually sleep soundly at night, wake up very refreshed, and remain calm the whole day until my next dose. I just take one every evening. And it's one of those things that you don't realize, as I say, that you're missing it until you actually take it. And I've discovered why, because it actually covers everything in the body. Any enzymatic function, any of your physiological functions, your muscle, your nerves, everything depends on magnesium to work. And you need lots of it. Now, unfortunately, the magnesiums that are out there, because now people are jumping on the bandwagon, are not chelated, and they don't come from a food source like Neolife always does. Our philosophy is that it's from human food, it's chelated, very easily absorbed, and you actually feel the difference. So as I say, I thought I'd reached the ultimate in nutrition supplements until magnesium came. Then I realized, oops, there was more to come. And now I'm waiting to see, maybe there's some more behind it. Anyway, thank you very much. That's me and magnesium. Go get it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And now for one of the best sessions in the whole event, and that is recognition. It's going to be led by Debbie.
Unmute. There you are. I've unmuted myself. Wow, what a lovely evening. Late afternoon. I don't know, is it a late afternoon? Is it evening? It's been absolutely fantastic so far. Well done, everybody, for coming onto the Zoom. We know that with load shedding, it's upset everything, but anyway, those that are here, welcome, and it will be recorded, so that's fantastic. Thank you, Sean. Right. I'm just going to go through my lots, Cesar, then I'll hand over to you, shall I? Okay. We've had a few sign-ups, and I can't see any new sign-ups from my side on the call this evening, but we've got a new manager. That's Busi Kamala and under Busi Masani. So I don't know if she's on, but well done, Busi. And then Barry and Liz Keane are qualified senior managers. They qualified quite nicely. Well done. I can see director coming there. And then we've got our directors. Fantastic. It was amazing. This month has been incredible. That extra few days is amazing. We've got Linda Foster, Emerald Director, Jenny Holiday, Emerald Director, and Sean Thorncroft, Emerald Director. Well done, guys. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Right. And then we've got our directors, and I know our directors are on. Ina Jadon and Jenny Potter, well done. And we've also Vic and Dawn also, directors, well done. Fantastic. I'll do the 500 club afterwards, shall I? Can I leave that up to you now, Cesar?
Thank you. That sounds so exciting. And director is the place to be. That's where all of us should be aiming for. I have a senior manager on her way to director. Unfortunately, she seems to have failed to log on, but maybe she's load shed, and that is Gugu. But I just want to say that she signed up somebody who signed up, did a 3 in 30 in her first month. That is actually quite rare, but I was so impressed with this lady that I'm going to continue encouraging her. And we have online right now Graham Dix. Graham, good to see you. He is now a qualified distributor. Really excited about the products. And other people that we have online that I can see right now is Nokuzola. She's a very regular senior manager on her way to director. I think right now that's all I can recognize. People we shall recognize privately.
Yeah, well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done. Yes, we've also got a lady who's she was an old distributor and now she suddenly needs extra income. That's what's so nice about Neolife is that if you take a few years off and then you come back, as long as you keep up your subscription, which is 160 Rand a year, you just carry on. You do that in any other business, and I don't think they will welcome you in the door. So yeah, just a quickie for those people that are new on here, Manny, for your team, Cesar. Managers earn roundabouts anything between 100 and maybe 500 Rand a month. That's just with their checks. And then qualified senior managers, they earn between 1,000 and they can go right up to 3,999 points. And in that case, they're earning about 4,000 Rand. So yeah, structure is very, very important. Our directors, they're earning roundabouts from about 9,000 up to about 13, 14,000. So that's very nice extra income, which is brilliant. Well done, guys. Now, my favorite, Charlie taught us how to save. So he gave us an incentive of 500 club. So 500 clubs, I'm going to do mine, and then it says if you've got anyone, you can do yours. We've got, and it's an Eagle team incentive. So if you're not an Eagle team, then you don't get it. And it's your upline director that will pay out your 500 club. And with us, we've got Barry and Liz Keane, they get 50 Rand. Then Liz and Nick Bredenbach, they get 50 Rand. Dominique gets 50. That's Dominique Ogilvie. I don't know if she's still on, but I know they're load shedding. Gets 50 Rand. And Busi Masani, well done, Busi. I know you're on. I saw your name. 50 Rand. Well done. Fantastic. And then we've got, we're only recognizing people who are actually on. And then we've got our qualified directors. And of course, if you're qualified, Linda Foster, Jenny Holiday, and Sean Thorncroft each get 100 Rand from us, and they must put in 100 Rand into their savings accounts. And it's amazing how the savings account grows. Because we're on Zoom, I'm not going to ask for the balances, but I can promise you that some of us have got very healthy balances in our savings accounts. And then we've got our directors. Depending if you get 2,000 PV, between 2 and 3,000, you'll get 50 Rand. And if you are over 3,000 PV, you'll get 70 Rand. That's me. Thank you.
Right, I'm going to recognize those on the call. And we've got Mamno Kuzola, who's getting 50 Rand. And we've got, Gugu is not on the call, Zandi is not on the call, unfortunately, but all those are recipients of 50 Rand for their production this past month. We don't have any of the directors, whether qualified or not, on this call. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Well done. And it says, and Eddie, they are Ruby directors. One Ruby director going on for 2. Am I right?
Yes.
You're the same as us. We one Ruby going on for 2.
On to 2.
Yep.
You'll probably go before us. We'll come chasing after you. That seems to be our relationship. Okay. Then next, there is a short session. Because we are going into winter, I thought that I would just do a short session on how you're going to talk to people about the products before we close, okay? And I know I have put the order in a very different one from what we are used to, but that's okay. That's perfectly okay. It's good to shake things up a bit. So I'm going to share the screen, if I can get, oh gosh, sorry. I want to do the slideshow so that I start from the beginning. Okay, thank you. All right. I just thought that it would be a good idea to just remind all of us who we are. And this is why we do the business. And this is why it's so important to share the business. We are the Eagle team, and our mission is to enrich the lives of others in terms of health, wealth, and happiness, and to create the environment for personal growth and for those who have the courage to pursue their dream within a free enterprise system. And I can promise you it's much better to be healthy in order to create that wealth. I think that's where the power comes from, as the good book says. Now, tell somebody. It actually could change a life, because we are told that whole grain, fruit and veggies and fish are recommended by all those organizations, including the World Health Organization. Nutrition is a critical determinant of immune response, and malnutrition is the most common cause of immunodeficiency around the world. And let not anybody tell you otherwise. So we in Neolife are privileged to have a group of scientists that provide us everything out of real food. Now, this is the kind of news you're going to tell people when you are speaking to them. Nothing gimmicky, nothing chemical, nothing full of toxins. It's real food that has been tested and tried and tested for thousands of years. That's the range for children. The children need what we need, but maybe even more than we need it. Then they might ask you, adults, what do we need for adults? Those are what we call our core nutrition products. That's the range of core nutrition. Even before you advise them to start with other things, try and get them on the core nutrition, because in here we have two very, in fact, all of them are very important, but we have treonine, which is critical, and we have omega-3. And then, of course, we have carotenoid. But if they want to really fine-tune it, especially particularly because we're going into winter, vitamin A and D is very, very important. And again, I like vitamin A and D because it is a very effective and yet cost-effective product. So for somebody on a budget, you can give them that as a piece of advice. Everybody's looking for a good vitamin C. Please tell them that if they want real vitamin C out of real food, that's what we've got. High potency, and it is sustained release, which means that a tablet taken will be slowly released in the bloodstream over 4 to 8 hours before they need to take another one. Okay, and then everybody is hunting around for zinc. Tell them that we have the best. It's amino acid chelated, and it is highly absorbed and is made highly bioavailable as a result. So that's what you should be telling most people who are looking. But I like to say, please make sure that you detox yourself. And in this range of detox products, we have garlic, which is antimicrobial, okay? Because if they were to take a whole load of antibiotics for whatever infection that they might get, that kills the normal bacteria as well, and you don't want to do that. So by regularly detoxing, it could be more frequently in winter than they would during other times of the year. But otherwise, we advise every 6 to 12 weeks of a good detox as instructed. They will get the probiotic as well. And Beta-Guard has zinc, and it has vitamin C, and it has vitamin B complex, and it has a lot of minerals as well. So an excellent and very cost-effective range of products. And of course, don't forget to remind them to detox their homes as well. So for a new person who has never heard of Neolife, with each bottle of supplements, remind them that we have the best cleaning products as well. And Care is a very effective disinfectant, as are these other cleaning products. And so that is a little synopsis of what to tell people, especially now that we're going into the winter and the so-called third wave. Those waves are a bit perplexing, but never mind about them. Just tell them, get onto Neolife and join the family. Thank you very much. And now we have, I don't know how much time. Sean, how much time is there?
Around about a little bit less than 10 minutes.
Okay. So John, take your time. You are welcome to motivate us so that we have a good month of June.
Okay.
Yes, you're all done.
Thank you very much, Dr. Caesar. Wow, what a beautiful afternoon with everyone talking. I really enjoyed all those talks, and you've all grown so much. Thank you, Vic, for your chat there. That was really nice. And your plan, Sean, you are showing more confidence as we go through. Caesar, well done for you and Eddie for planning this afternoon session, and for all the people talking was absolutely incredible. I'm just going to cover a couple of things I thought was quite important. I picked them up around there. In this business, we've got to be strong, but not rude. Okay? We've got to be kind, but not weak. We've got to be we've got to be show empathy, but not timid. And we've got to be proud, but not boastful or arrogant. There's a lot of things, different facets that I found in this business. And life is hard anyway, but what I found is that you can choose to do your phone call or choose not to do your phone call. It's making a phone call is hard, but so is not building a business also hard. There's various things that are hard, and you've got to choose your hard wherever they may be. So if you do it or you don't do it, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. But you, at the final analysis, have got to choose your heart, whatever you do. Remember, you can't just wait for all your ducks in a row to cross the road. Sometimes you've just got to pick whatever's left there and make a run for it. People sometimes say, I'm going to get ready and ready. And when that person gets started, then I'll be ready. You'll never be ready. You've got to make a run for it. What I saw here is that 5 years from today, you're going to look at yourself in a mirror. Just make sure that you're not telling yourself that you put up with a settle for life when we've got everything in our hand. Like Sean told us on that plan there, we can make things happen. We can have a life that you can be proud of. Is it going to be easy? No, but it's going to be worth it. And I just want to sort of close on this note here. And I read this somewhere. It said, when the day is done, let it go. Don't dwell on what you didn't do or what you have done or what you could have or should have done. At the end of the day, tomorrow is yet another day. As Debbie said, some people in the team waited 2 years. It doesn't matter. There's no time restraint. The top one thing, if someone roars past you, they can't go past 5 diamond director. That will hold them down. So don't worry. You can just make it happen. And what I actually wanted to end up here is that if you see what is actually in our hands, absolute fabulous income, the travel, it's all in your hand. It's not going to be easy. No one said it would be, but it's going to be so worth it. When you are looking and you're speaking to your children or your grandchildren, they're going to look at different pictures. And I hope one day you take them into the warehouse and they say, Mommy, Daddy, why is your picture not up there with the PT members? So, look, I don't know, my boy, but I'll try and see if I can get there next year. No, you've got to make a decision and say, your name's going to go up there. It's going to be difficult, but it's also not getting there is also difficult. So let's make this month that's coming an incredible month. Every one of you can do it. And Deb and I are just so proud to be associated with people and cross teams, but also our own team. Thank you. It's a miracle business. And we just know that we either see you at the top or our pictures are on that board in the DSC, or we work walking on some foreign beach across the world. It's up to you to choose. Choose it wisely. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we actually have 9 minutes to go, maybe 8. So I don't know, Sean, if you want to discontinue the recording, and then we'll have a few minutes of an open mic.